many of the companies are living the old model. And I always say the old model was developed by men for men. But the world has changed, as we all know, and companies are striving to have more women in senior roles, and that actually women are the innovation, the competitive edge in companies. But the model we have in the workplace no longer works.
The dominant prescription for the problem of work-family conflict, and for, in particular, how it manifests for women, and the most progressive, I think, organizational response has been work-family accommodations. These take a number of forms. You're familiar with all these, I'm sure: flexible hours, part-time work. In professional service firms in particular, there's the leaving the client-facing role and going internal to a staff role, which is less time demanding. So in most organizations, taking accommodations indicates an unwillingness to work long hours. People have termed this the flexibility stigma.
What is the work-family narrative, this pat explanation that we have for why women haven't advanced, and this dominant organizational response of offering work-family accommodations? What other functions is that serving? Because those accommodations are not advancing. That is not a strategy for advancing women. Those taking accommodations is a derailer.
What we concluded is that the work-family narrative and all the associated policies that went along with it were what we call a social defense. They keep intact the culture of overwork, right? So the firm is invested in the culture of overwork, and in some ways people are invested in it, because if they let that go, if they allow themselves to really experience what they're actually feeling, then it becomes problematic. So for her, the self-narrative is, I'm supporting my family when I ratchet back, and for him, I'm supporting my family when I ratchet up. So you see people valuing family, but they're dealing with it in entirely different ways.
Let's think creatively about how we could do this differently. What are the things that we're concerned about? Let's make sure that those things don't happen, but let's see if there might be a different way.